Imagine a policy so drastic it could reshape the future of two global powerhouses, the United States and India. That's exactly what happened when former President Donald Trump proposed a staggering $100,000 fee for H-1B visas, sending shockwaves through industries on both sides of the globe. But here's where it gets controversial. While the move was billed as a way to protect American jobs, it may end up hurting the US economy more than anyone anticipated. Let's dive into why this policy could be a double-edged sword and why its ripple effects are far from over. The H-1B visa program, long criticized for allegedly undercutting American workers, but equally praised for attracting global talent, has been a cornerstone of US innovation for decades. For India, it's been a gateway to opportunity, transforming small-town coders into global earners and propelling families into the middle class. For the US, it's been a talent pipeline, fueling tech giants, hospitals, universities, and startups. Today, Indian-origin leaders helm companies like Google, Microsoft, and IBM, while Indian doctors make up nearly 6% of the US physician workforce. In short, the H-1B program has been a win-win until now. Trump's announcement of a 50-fold increase in visa fees sparked chaos. Silicon Valley companies urged employees not to travel abroad. Overseas workers scrambled for flights, and immigration lawyers worked overtime to decipher the order. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the White House later clarifying that the fee would apply only to new applicants, the damage was already done. The policy effectively shutters the H-1B pipeline, leaving both countries at a crossroads. India's $283 billion IT sector, which relies heavily on the US market for over half its revenue, faces a reckoning. But the US may have more to lose. Experts argue that the $100,000 fee is unworkable, given that the median salary for new H-1B employees was just $94,000 in 2023. As Gil Guerra, an immigration policy analyst at the Niskanen Center, pointed out, this could lead to medium and long-term labor shortages rather than immediate disruption. Here's the kicker. Indian outsourcing giants like TCS and Infosys have already diversified, building local workforces and shifting operations offshore. The US, on the other hand, may struggle to fill critical roles in tech, medicine, and education. The medical sector alone highlights the stakes. In 2023, over 8,200 H-1B visas were approved for general medicine and surgical hospitals. India is the largest source of international medical graduates in the US, accounting for about 22% of all foreign doctors. Without these professionals, hospitals could face severe shortages, impacting patient care nationwide. But here's the real question. Is this policy a necessary correction or a self-inflicted wound? Critics argue it will force US companies to offshore more jobs, stifle innovation, and weaken competitiveness. David Beer of the Cato Institute warned it could deal a devastating blow to US innovation. Meanwhile, Indian students, who make up 1 in 4 international students in the US, may now look to other countries for opportunities, further depleting the talent pool. Sudhanshu Kaushik, founder of the North American Association of Indian Students, called the move a direct attack on aspiring professionals who've already invested heavily in their American dream. With sunk costs of $50,000 to $100,000 per student, many feel betrayed. And this is where it gets personal. Will the US remain a beacon for global talent, or will it cede its leadership to more welcoming economies? As the dust settles, the H-1B shakeup feels less like a tax on foreign workers and more like a stress test for the US economy. H-1B visa holders contribute roughly $86 billion annually, including billions in taxes. How companies respond will determine whether the US retains its edge in innovation or falls behind. So here's a thought-provoking question for you. Is protecting American jobs worth risking the very talent that drives US success? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.